Welcome to the Redvee TV Instant Fan Reaction, supported by A-Star Recruitment for the 2021 season, as we reflect on St Helens' 12 points to 10 victory over the Catalan Dragons here this evening in the grand final. We are champions again.
The three-peat was spoken about at the end of last season, and it has just become the reality.
Can we do four, Kev?
Yes, absolutely. Well, listen.
Good night.
There's a winning culture at that club, and you're looking at it and you're thinking your recruitment is good enough for next season. Listen, let's not look that far ahead. Let's enjoy tonight.
Tough game. I think we said it was too close to call. 12-10 probably proves that in terms of scoreline. I was actually a little bit worried with 20 minutes to go. I was looking at you. We were down to 12 for 10 minutes. Catalan were coming forward, and you felt if they'd have got another score at that point, we might have found it a little bit too much to do. But once again, the defence hung in there. We muscled up, and we came out like champions do. Yeah,
that's it. It's that mentality, that ability to be backs against the wall, be absolutely under the cosh, and keep in the game. I said to you, if we concede next, I'm worried. I'd have genuinely been worried if Catalan had scored next. As it was, we needed one chance, little kick through. Nagama dives on it, and you know what? I'm going to drive you, Dave, just over this way. And you know what? That's all we needed. Then we could muscle up. The defensive stability that Christian Wolf has instilled into this team, that was to the fore tonight. It wasn't a classic, it was a war of attrition. But you know what?
Is that what grand finals are meant to be, though?
Yeah. You're not going to get a game when people turn around and say, oh, I think it'll be like 38-16 or something like that. You're not really going to get them games in grand finals. You're going to get them games in normal, when it doesn't really matter too much. We say it all the time about league games, they don't really matter too much until you get to the playoffs. Listen, you're always going to get a tough, taking the two, playing it a little bit more conservatively because you don't want to get blown away.
Kevin Nagama finishes his career by putting the ball on the Dragons' try line, and he gets kneed in the head and doesn't get a penalty try for it.
Well, you know what? He scores that try in a very similar position to he scored on his debut for us against Wigan. He's going out as a hero, isn't he? Rightly so. He's won man of the match tonight as well, I think. It looked like he was walking around with the man of the match trophy. Yeah. And I think it was the difference between the two teams, where you've got a centre who is genuinely a strike centre. It's going to be big for Will Hopperati to fill his boots.
I'm exhausted actually watching that tonight. I didn't enjoy it.
Oh, no, I never do.
For the 80 minutes. It went down to the final hooter. Refereeing, I felt it was a bit soft. Maybe a lot went against us. Tommy Makinson, second half, became a quiz question.
Yep.
First player to beat Simbin in a final. Was it a Simbinning, or is that exactly what he should be doing to stop a certain try?
Listen, he comes in and comes up off the shoulder. I think it's harsh from how the game's being refereed. I've got no complaints, but that is a game refereed completely differently to last week. I've no complaints, you just want consistency.
Why were the headshots being let go in the first half, and then one where he comes over the top from behind gets you yellow?
I don't know. But listen, if every game is refereed like that one was rather than last week's, I'd be happier. I'd be happier with it as a spectacle, because you can't. The two refereeing performances, and this isn't a slight, but the refereed almost under different rules. Anyway, let's get away from the referee. We've just won the grand final.
Yeah, but people moan when you lose. So we're gonna you've got to talk about it. Yeah. When you actually win. We stepped up massively in that game. The pack held their own, and essentially the only time Catalan actually got over our try line really was when we were down to 12.
Yeah, well, that's the defensive stability that I talk about. The fact that we know what we're doing, the fact that our scramble defence is great. Listen, I think we were the better team, especially first half. I think second half we kind of just muscled up. It was very 50-50. I was a little bit disappointed, especially in the early stages, that we didn't didn't really take a little bit more of a lead. I thought we could have been 6-12 up early stages.
First 10 minutes, we absolutely dominated.
We had the field position, and when you kind of don't make that into points, the pedals of walking and doing this, there's a step in.
Who said we can't do two things at once?
Me, because I forgot what I was saying. No, when you don't take them bits of possession and them periods where you're on top, then there's a chance of you throwing a game away. Thankfully, that wasn't tonight, because we've taken our chances.
I'll let you hold that, Kev.
Yeah, I'm crossing it. About to get run over by a Ford C-Max. So.
Yeah, but at least we've gone out as a champion. at least it's on camera for insurance purposes. Catalan, first half, they had them 3 goals on our try line, and then they got given a penalty and took the 2.
Our players clapped that.
That was a massive boost for us, because you felt 3 or 4 sets on the line, you run, especially when you're 6-2 down.
Yeah, well that's it, and our players are clapping it. Our players see the mindset there, where you're turning around and thinking, I'm going to step up here. Where you're turning around and thinking, hang on, these don't fancy it here. These really, really don't fancy it. So that to me puts them in a negative mindset. Yeah, listen, we've said it's attritional. We've said that it's a game where points are. This is like the crypto
It's like a tough muddy.
But yeah, this is. We said it was attritional. We said it wasn't going to be high scoring. It was going to be tight. And yeah, I suppose it is the thing of keep your scoreboard pressure on, keep it ticking over. But I thought with her, you run it. I think we made a little bit of an error towards the end of the first half. We get a penalty for a high shot and don't take the 2 to go in 4 points in the lead with, like, I think it was 3 minutes left of 3 minutes left of the half. But swings and roundabouts. Read the paper tomorrow.
Is there now an argument that this is the greatest Saints side of the Super League era, potentially ever, doing the double, 3 in a row? Is that legacy now established for this team and the dynasty?
I think it's on. Yeah, I think it's got to be. I think you've got to start talking about this team in the same breath as the 2006 team. You can't have a team doing 3 in a row and doing the double for what is it, the 4th time in our history. You can't turn around and say that they shouldn't be talked about in the same breath as the 2006. I think once you look back at teams like the 2006 as well, you look back with a little bit of
nostalgia.
Yeah, a little bit of rose-tinted specs, and you know what, rightly so to some extent. But and you might turn around and say player for player that team was better, but
this team are doing it when it matters though. Yeah, every time.
Would this team beat them? You know what? Defensively, they might keep them out. You know.
And for me, is that where Christian Wolf?
Oh God. See somebody else, aren't they?
Christian Wolf, that's two in 2 years. And is there an argument that we may not have won that under Justin Holbrook, in terms of we won that tonight because of the defence?
Yeah, that's a great question, to be fair. Does Justin Holbrook play it so we're more open and score more tries? Possibly, but then does that lead to then Catalan? And we said during the game, Catalan weren't actually doing anything special.
Is it a decision we have to make when we've had 2 coaches who've won us grand finals?
No.
That's like the Kieran Cunningham versus James Roby argument.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah.
You've enjoyed both.
Yeah. And that's it. Listen, when you walk away after being 3 times in a row grand final winners, you've got to enjoy it. You've got to come away smiling, haven't you? You cannot be upset with winning it. You can be ultra critical, and you can be turning around and saying that we could play possibly slightly better rugby.
Hello, yeah.
Did you enjoy that?
Well, I did enjoy it. It got a bit hurry for me at the end, to be honest. So I had to calm myself down a bit, but not bothered about that. We got the 3-peat, lads. We did it. 3-peat.
No. Can we do 4?
I think we're more likely to do the 4th than we were to win tonight, in my opinion. I think the signings we've made, the biggest loss for me is Coote. and I've no problems with Jack Wellesby taking over his position, none whatsoever. Super Jack. And I think the other lads coming in, Roby's last season, why not? We'll go for the 4th.
You want to come on? Did you enjoy that?
Yes, I did. But I think the big question is, could we do the repeat again?
Absolutely.
And then again. And then again.
You've got a lot to learn at that age. I used to think like that. Right, enjoy your night.
Cheers. Then we realise you're an Everton fan and you can't have that much joy in your life.
As an Everton fan, we'd have conceded in the last minute. It would have been magic every single time.
As a Burnley fan, we'd have been
not there.
Out of sight after 15.
I want to give Christian Wolf absolute massive plaudits. The amount of stick he's took over the last 2 years. Wolf out, really? And not be funny, we've defended him to the hilt every single step of the way. You're based on trophies, and the man is, well, a winner.
Listen, he'll probably go home at the end of next year, you'd think.
Can he do the double-double?
Yeah, of course he can. He's got all the tools there. He's got the setup there. He's got the backing there. He's got to have the plaudits. When he goes back to the NRL, he should be in line for an absolutely massive job there. He must be, because he's winning cups, he's winning trophies, he's going over as a winner. Even if he won nothing next year, 3 trophies in 3 seasons is not to be sniffed at. We've been through the dry spells as Saints fans, we really have. But you know what? We're going as winners, aren't we?
We're not bouncing around like we did when we beat Salford here. Champions again.
I know, but
I think it's more
on the train or in the car or something. So
we have more time to dance.
You're doing Redvee?
We're doing Redvee.
Go on, what are you going to tell? It was a marvellous day.
Marvellous.
Yes.
And were you
We
worried?
had a fantastic time.
Were you worried at any point in that game?
I was worried at all of that game. And I had to keep having a swig of my brandy from my flask to calm my nerves.
Shh. Don't tell anyone.
They let me take in, because he was a very nice man.
Hang on, you can't talk off camera.
Nagano was definitely the man of hearts. 2 tries, great player, missing.
Yeah, he's been called out a few times over the year, hasn't he? And he's done his job.
2 important tries were, you think, flipping egg.
And he took scoring as well, didn't he? They weren't easy chances.
But it was hard, weren't it? Catalans were an hard team. Try and break them down. But right, I'm not going on again. Sorry. Thank you very much. Have a lovely
Champions
for the 3rd time. Have a lovely night. Thank you.
I've lost Kev now. I've lost you, Kev.
Wish you were here last year, though, don't you?
Oh, absolutely.
No,
I do.
it was a null.
You know what you
Would
mean.
have been a bit lonely. Where's everybody?
Right.
If we make this 20, hey Kev.
Yeah.
If this turns out to be 29 minutes, we've done a 24-hour session this season on this.
That's a bit too long for everybody to have listened to, innit? An hour of our lives and an hour in cuts of you saying it was the wrong round, the wrong team, with the wrong score.
Or not the score.
Or
Kev.
not the
Kev,
score.
I've started the video.
Yeah, what score is it?
Just done it tonight.
Yeah. But no, it's been a fantastic season. I think one thing to say, as soft and gushing as it is, thank you to everybody who has watched us this year, who has listened to us, come up to us in grounds, chatting to us, not you because you're going the media, so you're a bit posher than I am. It's true. Yeah, just who've come up to both of us, had a chat with us, told us they like what we do, asked us if we're going to do something, like asked us questions. It's tremendous to get all your feedback.
I don't think you can do this if nobody watches.
Well, yeah, that's true. And then all the comments, I mean, we usually look at the Twitter and then the Facebook and all the people who comment underneath. So we have Martin, who's the Leeds fan, who comments all the time. We have loads and loads of people who do. It feels unfair to point some out. But
And I must say, and I must stress, we see and read everything that is sent to us.
Oh, yeah.
Even when you're calling us odious scouse turds.
I take umbrage to that because I'm from Haydock, so.
I don't care tonight.
No, I
You'll
don't.
take that
Yeah,
tonight.
I'll take
But no, yeah, yeah, everybody who watches us. is appreciated, and hopefully you've enjoyed this one. It's been a long season when you think about where it actually started, when fans weren't in the ground, and to finish tonight in a full Stretford end going off, the joy that was there, you just can't beat that feeling, can you? Warrington fans, one day. Oh no, you won't.
I knew you wouldn't be able to. If they've got this far before hearing that dig, then they've done well.
You have. Fair play, you'll get a badge. We'll allow you to bask in our glory. Mr. Howarth! How are you doing?
All right, pal. How's it going?
You look fresh.
Oh, well, I've not had a drink all day, so...
You're doing 26 miles tomorrow.
26.4 tomorrow, yeah. But what a game, what a win, and hope everyone has a great night celebrating. So, I had a nice day.
It was very good.
Yeah, it's been a good day.
Were you worried at any point in that game?
Not really, no. I mean, the last 10 minutes was a bit of a, like, you know, bum twitchy, but ultimately, you know, I think, I don't know, fair play to Catalan. I thought we'd actually steer over it. Claire, Helen, Neil, next left. I thought Catalan played well, and you know, at times we sort of played into their hands a little bit, but you know, at the end of the day, it's all about who comes out on top, and we didn't.
Are we doing 4 in a row?
Ooh, that's a tough ask, but we've got as good a squad.
Are we doing 4 in a row?
Well, I'd like to think.
Are we doing 4 in a row?
Do you want me to say yes?
Are we doing 4 in a row?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right then. Take it easy, safe journey, pal.
You were sending me the other left! He didn't want me to get the coach home, did he? Bet you've never seen a live action Redvee TV. Bet you've never seen a fat lad run. You just watch the fat lad run for Redvee TV.
You know what? I love the fact that the end of this season has been bookended with you out of breath. Absolutely legging it down the second half.
But weighing a lot less than I did when it started.
Well done, well done. Congratulations.
Yeah.
It's because he's expelled so much.
Should we finish with a sing song?
No.
Champions again! Champions again! Champions again, again, again! Ole!
Is that your song? Yeah. I like it.
You sing the Eamon McManus one?
No. No.
Legend, the man is a legend.
The man is a legend, and it's great to see him on the park celebrating with the players and geeing up the fans.
That gif of him celebrating at Magic, let's use that. Oh yeah.
Oh.
Do you know what?
Play it backwards, even better.
When he was celebrating, he just knew what was about to happen in about 6 weeks' time.
Didn't matter, did it? Didn't matter the game.
Right. Is that us done, Kev?
Yeah, why not?
Right, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the three-peat champions, St Helens. Catch you soon. Bye.